Minister of Information says federal government is committed to sustainable growth development. Stakeholders in transportation chart way forward on how to improve global road safety in Geneva, Switzerland. Nta Abeokuta General Manager identify commitment, diligence, hard work as traits for improved services of a station. Good evening. Welcome to Channel 12 News and thanks for joining us. My name is Nta Abeokuta. Now the news. Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed says the present administration is committed to sustainable growth and development of the entire country. The minister stated this in his country home, Oro, Kwara State, while flagging off rehabilitation of some townships roads in the community. Anthony Forson reports.
Which was awarded by the Federal Ministry of Power, Works and Housing, was initiated by the Information Minister, Lai Mohammed. It will cover the rehabilitation of Oro Eid Playing Ground, Natal T Junction, up to Luke Mansion Junction of Adeboye Avenue. The minister called on the people of the benefiting community, especially youths, to cooperate with the contractor project on schedule. The minister said his visit to inspect the project is a demonstration of the sincerity of the present administration's capacity in matching action with words. The project manager, Nta Abeokuta, told the minister that the scope of work will include construction of drainages, construction of bridges, and asphalting of the roads. The minister also took time to stop by to exchange pleasantries with some elders of the benefiting community who expressed gratitude for the federal government's gesture. From Oro in Kwara State, Anthony Forson, Nta News.
Information communication technology has been described as pertinent development which must be prioritized by every nation. This was the submission of the Minister of Communication, Adebayo Shitu, while playing host to the Nigerian telecommunications satellite in Abuja. Uche Ugochike reports.
To have 2 more satellites, by which time we can really enforce Nigerian companies and establishments to patronize only Nigerian satellite communication.
As Nigeria moves towards digitization, the need for reliable and secure communications become imperative. NACOMSAT, which manages and operates Nigeria Communications Satellite, operates under the Federal Ministry of Communications as a business company, with the goal of revolutionizing the way government operates. This the board set to achieve.
With a clear mandate for us to go there, turn the place around, and position it for it to occupy its rightful place.
One of NACOMSAT's targets is to be the leading communications satellite operator and service provider in Africa. Which is
Conference on Transportation in Geneva, Switzerland, to accelerate progress. Will contain the all details.
An advisory board member of the fund will play an important role in collaborating to reduce the number of road accidents and casualties. Nigeria, and indeed Africa, is expected to benefit greatly from the fund, given the innovations of the minister in the transportation system that has yielded results.
The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development is set to establish rice milling plant in Daura as a step towards improving the production of homegrown rice and fast-track the economic diversification of the country. Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Audu Ogbe, made the disclosure while flagging off the rehabilitation of 2.5-kilometer rural road in Daura local government area of Katsina State. Bashir Ibrahim Nababa completes the report.
The rice mill here is important. It will reduce smuggling. When you smuggle, you are supporting the economy of another country and destroying your own. We want young men and women here who want jobs to do, who want to make some money.
That was the commitment made by the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Audu Ode, following request by the Emir of Daura, Umar Faruk Umar, for consideration of the area in the federal government rice production initiative. The minister was in Katsina State to inaugurate the 2.5-kilometer Tambo-Makasoro rural erosion prone road connecting farms and markets around the area, and a part of 50 hectares rangeland in Sokwanawa under the Climate Change Adaptation and Agribusiness Support Program, CASP. A total of 375-kilometer earthen roads would undergo rehabilitation, and additional new 243-kilometer roads are to be constructed for the benefit of the projected 7 million people across the 7 participating erosion-prone states in the northwest and northeastern part of Nigeria. Also in the pipeline is the establishment of 3,000 hectares of woodlots and shelter belts to mitigate the effects of climate change on the environment in the overall interest of 30,000 vulnerable groups. The National Program Coordinator, CASP, Mohammed Lawal Ida, stated that the 4-component program was conceived to reduce poverty, increase food security, and accelerate economic growth in the coverage areas. In Katsina, Bashir Ibrahim Nababa, NTA News.
The need to utilize counterpart funding in achieving the nation's immunization goals and target has been emphasized. This was the view of stakeholders at a meeting in Abuja. Najana to Adams Sahid has the report.
Statistics indicate that every year more than 10 million children in low and middle income countries die before their 5th birthday. Most of the children die because they do not have access to effective interventions that will come and preventable childhood killer diseases. Everywhere around the globe, infant immunization is considered essential for improving infant and child survival. But in most African countries, especially in Nigeria, the story is different.
The ownership must be taken by government, by the people. We can't continue to rely on foreign bodies to do the basic things for our children, basic immunization, basic. And we believe that Nigeria will eventually emerge to take full ownership of funding and not rely on the foreign partners to do that.
The states must know its responsibilities, its roles. The states must be able to partner effectively, efficiently, and we wish actually we could have brought all state representatives to this meeting this morning, but we could not. We only invited the PACFA at scale states. So you are in a very prime position to learn and to take back to your states the new understanding of what is expected under this new framework.
The 2016-2017 Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey revealed that coverage for fully immunization of children in Nigeria for Penta-3, which is the proxy indicator for performance of immunization, 33%. This meeting by DRPC is about funding, accountability, and the new Nigerian strategy for immunization on primary, which is a document that has taken more than a year to develop in order to relaunch Nigeria into proper immunization space. In Abuja, Morijana to Adam Said, NTA News.
Nigerian youths especially have been enjoined to make good use of skills acquisition and other training during their service year to develop themselves rather than the continuous white-collar job hunt. Experts gave this admonition while speaking on NTA Good Morning Nigeria program while discussing the topic, maximizing gains of service year. Oyeyemi Ajayi has the detail.
For 51 of 16th June 1993, established the mandatory one-year program for fresh graduates, exempting youths above 30 years of age. Part of the program allows for the core members 3 weeks orientation courses, which gives them the opportunity in skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development, among others, to prepare them for self-reliance after service. These experts on the program say will help in boosting the economic growth of the country rather than them being liabilities.
But what I learned during school, I am to an extent applying it now in my own skill acquisition here in Abuja.
Only 30% of COP members that even utilize these opportunities that are given to us. Most of them don't even come to camp. Some stay home and don't come for the 3 weeks orientation. Some even in camp, they don't bother attending the skill programs set up for us.
As a way of strengthening the youth, they implored the government to make adequate provision in funds and other basic amenities at the various campgrounds to prepare them for the future.
It's obvious that we begin to work on the mindset of the core members. They will begin to see themselves as catalysts of development. And then there should be a handshake between the public and the private sector.
We said 3 key areas in this country: health, agriculture, education, can absorb all the core members. I saw that they were looking into, within the first 6 months, they are working very hard. But after the 6 months, they are preoccupied with something else, unemployment.
The guest commended the National Youth Service Corps for the progress and achievements made so far, while also condemning the act of rejection of core members during posting at places of primary assignments. In Abuja, Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
The Ogun State office of the Buhari Campaign Organization has been inaugurated in Ogun State, Abeokuta. National Coordinator Alhaji Danladi Fasali disclosed that the office will be avenue to bring people together to support re-election of President Buhari in 2019. The Buhari Campaign Organization office is also to serve as Center for Youth and Women Empowerment. Present at the inauguration are leaders of the BCO at both national and southwest zone level. Commitment to duty, diligence, and hard work by Nta Abeokuta workers have been identified as needed trait for better service delivery of the station. The General Manager, Nta Abeokuta, Mrs. Funmi Wakama, made this assertion at a sent-forth ceremony of 2 Nta Abeokuta staff in Ogbe. Anthony Gandonu has details.
Everything areas without learning anything. The first money Mr. Abeng was there. He was there that used to went to schools, print letters, and everything. Is that what the department literally misses any experience that we are gaining today, that we have today. I would say most of them is from him.
As a outstanding man, very, very honest man. He's a man, full of humility and endurance.
Henry is a custodian of record. He's custodian of facts and figure. As far as marketing department is concerned, it keeps record like anything.
So when you need to take a stand on certain things, do. You're not wicked. You're only being firm.
These are some of the comments of some staff at the 2-in-1 ceremony held by Nta Abeokuta Management to celebrate the Assistant Director of Finance, Wahid Amusa, who is now the General Manager, NTA Osogbo, and a Principal Marketing Officer, Henry Ikekamian, who is bowing out of service of NTA after his 35 years meritorious service. The General Manager, Mrs. Funmi Wakama, described the gathering as celebration of a new chapter in the lives of the 2 celebrants.
From what we've heard, some words stood out: diligence, hard work, passion for the job. So if staff who are still in service and those who are still in Nta Abeokuta will imbibe all of this, there'll be less tension, there'll be effectiveness in what we do. People who are watching us at home will enjoy our programs better. Because if you are hardworking, you're diligent, you do it passionately, Nta Abeokuta will definitely get to higher heights.
Wishing the staff as well and success, the General Manager advised the newly deployed General Manager Wahid Amusa to be frank and apply Management 101 code in his leadership style for optimum performance of the staffers. The celebrants, in their responses, commended both the staffers and the General Manager for the opportunities given to them to serve.
35 years of service in NTA
is to me a very good phase in life. It was a period of training, acquisition of experience, and service to my fatherland.
This is where my success story starts. After waiting for so long, I give God the glory. I thank the management of Nta Abeokuta, especially under the leadership of Mrs. Fumi Wakama.
The celebrant, who described Nta Abeokuta as staff training ground, was of the view that Nta Abeokuta stand a chance of competing with other television stations in the modern day television broadcasting if properly equipped. Prayers were thereafter offered for strength of the retiring staff and wisdom to succeed for the new general manager.
On Special Focus tonight, correspondent Ife Oladejo examines the effects of radiation on the human body.
The mobile phone, one of the fastest growing technological developments, has become popular and necessary in modern life. It is a must-have gadget for almost every working person. For some, it becomes their mobile office. But unknown to many, the laptop and mobile phones silently emit electromagnetic radiation which could be absorbed by body organs and in turn damage human vital organs like the brain and the male reproductive system. Mr. Ikwune Emeka, a biochemist and researcher, said that medical scientists have discovered that exposing human vessels in the brain to mobile phones radiation can damage the blood-brain barrier, which can result to brain tumor, chronic fatigue, headache, and memory loss.
Electromagnetic radiation. This will have deep penetrating damage it causes in human system. It affects the brain, it affects the immune system, it also affects the both male and female reproduction organ.
Between the year 2000 that mobile phone was officially introduced to Nigeria till date, the rate of infertility in men have increased from 20% to 70%, in which 35% of these have been attributed to mobile phones and laptops.
Phone himself is not the only electronic gadget that emits radiation. The laptops we're using also emits radiation. Even the television set in our homes. All these things have one